Hey, I'm Alexander, and this channel is dedicated to honest and comprehensive reviews of headphones, IEMs, DACs, amps and microphones. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell. This unit was sent to me by Shenzhen Audio in exchange for my honest review, thank you. I'm not paid to say anything in particular about this product, and all thoughts and opinions in today's episode are my own. MOONDROP MOONRIVER 2 is a portable high-res DAC and headphone amplifier with both 3.5mm single-ended and 4.4mm balanced headphone outputs, and it currently retails for $189 US. The device uses a flagship dual DAC CS43198 from Cirrus Logic, arranged in a 4-channel balanced architecture, and it supports high-resolution 32 bits, 384 kHz PCM decoding, as well as native DSD256 decoding. The DAC has a class-leading performance, ultra-low distortion, and high signal-to-noise ratios. Usually products from MOONDROP come in boxes with waifu illustrations, but MOONRIVER 2 package is a bit different. It comes in a premium white cardboard box with a transparent plastic sleeve on top. On the front of the box we have the illustration of device schematics, on the back of the box we have list of technical specifications as well as a black and white waifu illustration. Inside the box we have MOONRIVER 2 DAC, USB-C to USB-C transparent cable which is 11 cm long including connectors, also USB-C to USB-A adapter and the manual. Now a couple of words about design and build. MOONRIVER 2 has a quite interesting and distinguishing design. The chassis is made from a CNC machined aluminum and the size of the dongle is 55mm long by 22mm wide, and depending on the side of the dongle, the depth varies from 8 to 12mm. The body of DAC is completely made of aluminum, and according to the manufacturer, no glue was used to keep the chassis together. On top of the device we have 2 volume buttons, which also act as a gain mode switcher when pressed together. On the left side we do have 2 headphone sockets, 3.5mm single-ended and 4.4mm balanced one. On the right side we have a USB-C connector. On the back of the device there's an etched circuit layout diagram of MOONRIVER 2, and it's done with a lot of detail. The front side of the DAC is also CNC milled and has quite an unique shape. Overall the build is very solid, and MOONRIVER 2 definitely stands out in a crowded portable DAC market with its outstanding design and attention to details. While developing MOONRIVER 2 in the past 2 years, MOONDROP tried all the flagship decoding chips separately from ESS, AKM and Cirrus Logic before they finally decided to go with CS43198 from Cirrus Logic. The main reason was that it offers more powerful output performance with a limited power consumption. In theory, CS43198 has a dynamic range of 130 dB. The actual index of course depends on the circuit, but these are very solid numbers. However, due to pandemics and a shortage of chips, CS43198 was in a short supply at a very high cost. But as MOONDROP purchased a lot of chips ahead of schedule for their development, the production of MOONRIVER 2 has seen no delays or shortages. Also, in order to develop MOONRIVER 2, MOONDROP purchased a world-class apx555B audio analyzer, so they could measure and analyze their products more accurately. By the way, the list price for apx555B is around $28,000 US. Now let's move from interesting facts to the actual technical specifications of MOONRIVER 2. So what we have here is a dual CS43198 DAC chips. We do have single-ended 3.5mm output as well as 4.4mm balanced output. Frequency response is 6 Hz to 95 kHz. Total harmonic distortion with the single-ended output at 2 VRMS is 0.0008% at 32 ohms. and total harmonic distortion with the balanced output at 4 VRMS is 0.00011% at 300 ohms. Signal to noise ratio with a single-ended output is 123 dB, and signal to noise ratio with the balanced 4.4 output is 131 dB. Regarding the power output, so with the single-ended output we have 1.4 VRMS in low gain mode and 2 VRMS in high gain mode. With the 4.4 balanced output we have 2.8 VRMS in a low gain mode and 4 VRMS in a high gain mode, and these numbers are quite impressive. Now a couple of words about pairings, controls and user experience. I'm using Samsung Galaxy S10 running Android 12 and USB Audio Player Pro, and when I connect the Moonriver 2 it gets detected right away. As a mounting option I decided to go with a piece of Velcro tape to attach Moonriver 2 to the back of my phone case. This way the whole setup is more compact and the cable is less exposed to potential damage. The DAC also has a light indicator. When it's red, device is playing PCM and is in a low gain mode. When it's yellow, device is playing PCM and is in a high gain mode. When the indicator is blue, it means that device is playing DSD files and is in a low gain mode, and when it's purple, device is playing DSD and is in high gain mode. Usability-wise, the only thing I didn't like much was the volume buttons. Out of the box they were a bit stiff, so I had to apply additional pressure. But after a couple of weeks of usage they became more responsive and more easy to navigate. Still, I'd prefer the volume buttons to be a bit larger. Also, I noticed the device is running hot. I also came across some information on the internet that running this device with a different cable can affect this fact, but I didn't have a short USB to USB-C cable at hand when I was recording this review, so I can't comment on that. Overall, usability-wise, this device is pretty straightforward. I absolutely love the form factor of this device, which, by the way, attracts a lot of attention, especially when I'm speaking on the phone and I have it attached on the back of my phone case. Regarding the power rating, Moonriver 2 has driven everything I tested it with. For the testings I have used more than 10 IEMs and more than 12 full-size headphones, and Moonriver 2 was able to drive everything I connected to it to my comfort levels of listening, including my Sennheiser HD6XX, Beyerdynamics DT990 Edition 250 ohms, and for example HiFiMan's HE400 SE. In high gain mode, Moonriver 2 has just enough power to drive my full-size headphones via single-ended connector to my preferred levels of volume. With a 4.4 balanced, you go beyond that as you get more power, which in my case was not necessary. But in case I come across even more power-hungry cans, I know Moonriver 2 is ready for the challenge. I was also comparing Moonriver 2 to my desktop stacks, and I have two stacks. So the first stack is topping D10S DAC with X-Duo's MT602 amplifier, and the second stack is SMSL's SU6 DAC with Sheet's Magni Heresy amplifier. And I'd say that Moonriver 2 performs really close in terms of volume, details and presentation. But of course it doesn't have so much headroom left. By the way, both headphone outputs are consistent, and of course there's a difference between 3.5mm single-ended and 4.4mm balanced in terms of power, and this will become noticeable for pairs of headphones that truly benefit from additional power, and it will improve the imaging and presentation as well. Now a couple of words about sound signature. Moonriver 2 sounds natural, resolving, very clean and transparent. The overall sound signature to me is quite balanced, just with a little pinch of brightness, which is actually a good thing. I also didn't notice any audible noise even in high gain modes. And this is exactly what you should expect from a high quality DAC amp. The Moonriver 2 also provides excellent detail retrieval, resolution and very natural timbre. Low frequencies are well extended, the bass is fast, detailed and thick. The DAC handles the low frequencies really well, and the bass also has a nice amount of details. Impact and slam factors was varying depending on the pair of headphones, but overall Moonriver 2 was able of producing a nice oomph. The mid-range has a perfect note weight and body, and this region sounds really natural. There's enough clarity in mid-range, especially in the upper mid-range. Instruments are well defined, full of details, and the whole mid-range sounds really clean. The treble is balanced with just a pinch of brightness, which results in a clean presentation, full of details and micro details. At the same time, I wouldn't call treble bright, as even with the brighter sounding headphones, the region was well controlled and was never sibilant, harsh or fatiguing. Let's summarize. Moonriver 2 is another very solid product from Moondrop. I love the form factor, I love the build, technical ability and transparent sound of this little yet very powerful DAC amp. I even purchased another case for my Galaxy S10 and I used Velcro tape to attach Moonriver 2 to the case. This way I'm always prepared to take its power and clean sound with me on the road in a small form factor. Pros: excellent design and build, dual CS43198 DACs from Cirrus Logic, 3.5mm single-ended and 4.4mm balanced outputs, enough power to drive a lot of full-size cans, well-balanced and natural sound signature, and excellent technical abilities. Cons: I think the unit could benefit from a larger volume buttons, also unit is getting hot especially in a hot climate, and there is no memory of the last gain settings that you have used. Overall, I can absolutely recommend Moonriver 2 to those who want to use their smartphone as the centerpiece of their mobile setup. Because Moonriver 2 with its well-balanced, neutral and natural sound is currently among the best sounding portable dongle DAC amps on the market. Alright guys, that's all from me for today and I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel and see you in the next video. Goodbye!